Odio sto gioco. Ma che come in attesa? Ma falla partire. Ma come in attesa? Esattamente. Va che la vedo, ottimo. Ah. Ti uccido subito, ciao. Ucciso. Ah, comunque, già che ci troviamo, diamo un'occhiata. Alcune gocce del sangue di William Marsh sono conservate in una bottiglietta sigillata. Alcune gocce del sangue di Re Artù. Ah, così, un po' generico. Capisco. Qui c'erano gli scavi comunque, solo 5 XP, certo. Non mi dire che quello è...
Best turn around if I were you. Are you deaf?
Devo mettere questo qua. Guardate proprio. Oh. Attacca! Vabbè, dai, devo fare. Ah! C'è un armiere dietro di me. Olè. È sopra rispetto a me. Era proprio farci la guerra, No! Vedi? Staccalo! Ok. Non ho stamina. danno exp? E vabbè, sti cazzi. Olha. Ui. Sentiamo. Un siero creato seguendo la formula della lacrima degli angeli, usando l'insulina al posto dell'aglio per potenziare la protezione contro l'infezione del disastro. Ok, però devo salire. E non c'è modo di salire. No. Quindi mi stai dicendo che tutto sto viaggio era facoltativo? Me lo dire, ti prego, voglio impiccarmi se è così. Sto qui è un ragazzo un po' morto, me lo ricordo.
It's locked, all right.
E ancora più su. Ho sbagliato piano. Altro sacerdote di merda, vabbè te t'ammazzo. Perché ti sei dovuto girare? Cappellano, il cappellano. Beh, ciao.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Prego. Andiamo a farla, andiamo a fabbricarla.
Blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Signori. Sciotto. I livelli 6 sciotto. Sono appena a terra. Nessuno è pronto in realtà, questo gioco è stato spettacolare sinceramente. Non ti preoccupare amore, tutto a posto. Finiamo il gioco. Come finirà? Neanche lo so. No, non sono più in caricamento. Non su ansia. Come nuovo dialogo. Quindi c'è. Ma dov'è? No. Non lo vedo. Ma sinceramente andiamo a finire sto gioco. Diamo un finale degno a questa storia. So parlare. Ma perché devo sempre andare in posto del cazzo? Devo andare a Whitechapel. Di qua. Non è il tetto? Non ci interessa, no.
Die, leech!
Non mi interessa. Ah. Ho fatto un errore. Sì, l'ho vista. È stata bellissima, l'ho vista.
You Londoners are no match!
Mi tiro fuori. Non gli ha fatto danno la cosa. Velpi, un po' tutto arrivato da questa cosa. Che carini, mi stanno aspettando. Lui. Ok, tocca a te. Brutta resistenza. Vale. Continuiamo per Whitechapel, sì, dai, sì, continuiamo per Whitechapel. Sono 7 così a caso. Oh, sì. Per sfizio. Quasi facendo tentare da una quest secondaria, il ciò non è buono. Ma che non ci interessa, dai. Farò poi le secondarie. Nel po'. Sono nei due stand. Vediamo.
Good evening, Miss Ashton.
Con te cosa?
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy. rather
No,
than
no,
become
penso di ignorarle un
melancholy
attimo e poi se farò
She claims
una
you can't
run a
have
parte
one without the
le
other. It's pure
continuerò.
selfishness.
Però adesso è inutile.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
Beh, se vuoi sì, li si può portare comunque.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of
allora
that.
You're
aspetta.
obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one side.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage, just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Stop playing this game at once, Charlotte. This is unworthy of you, of your mother, and of myself.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed. Please forgive me. That was stupid.
Chiara, ricordati, è nera! Ok, non lo
Give my
basta.
best regards to your
Ho
mother.
esagerato, ho detto che sei
She's
cattivissima.
been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
No, ho detto che era cattiva comunque. È nera! No. Troppo tristezza. Esatto. Da queste parti? Dovrei andare a sinistra in teoria. Sì. C'era la Carabinius che avremmo dovuto ammazzare. Per quanto è stronzo. Because God bless the rains in Africa. Aspetta, di che canzone era questo testo? Ricorda tantissimo Africa dei Toto per un attimo. God bless the rains down in Africa. Ti odio, adesso ti odio veramente tanto. È la parte di una canzone dei Toto. Grazie Chiara. Sto dicendo, ma aspetta, questa parte me la ricordo, l'ho letta. E infatti è una parte della canzone dei Toto. Dio. To the things we never had. E muore. Così proprio. Bye, have a great time. Sì, ma a livelli 24 per me, cioè, dai, aspetta, andiamoci a prendere un po' di sangue, va. Mi scusi. Ole. It's down. To the things we never had. Pam pam. Pam param pam pam pam. It's either me as they say. Hurry boy, he's waiting there for you. Pam 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 param param pam pam. Che bella quella canzone. To the thing we never had. Pam 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 param pam pam pam. This to me is this to say. Hurry boy, she's waiting there for you. Pam 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 param param pam pam. Gonna take a lot to take me away from you. And he's gonna do the thing on it. God bless the rains in Africa. Then into dirt times pa. È bellissima quella parte e adesso non mi ricordo il testo perfetto in inglese, ma dove c'è tipo lui che va a parlare col vecchio e dice: cosa stai aspettando? Vai, vai da lei. As I still say, hurry boy, she's waiting there for you. Pa pa pam param param pam pam. Che bello. Aspetta, adesso mi hai fatto venire una brutta idea. The moonlight reflect the stars that got me to our salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words, so ancient melodies. It's hurt to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Pum pum. It's gonna take a lot.
This place has been ransacked.
No, ok, basta. Se no muoro.
They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one? No, not their style.
La vecchia Bridget dov'è?
Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
Cosa devo fare al prossimo boss? Ok, adesso la faccio. Ce la faccio al prossimo boss. Sangue. Vado da queste parti. Questa sta la stessa Harriet. Probabilità sì. Oh. Hello.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical thread.
Io mi sto già preparando, eh.
Speak to me of this ancient thread.
The blood of hate, vessel of the wrath of the goddess.
Ok, è pronta.
When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Controlla Chiara.
You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
Wow.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this, she is a vengeful mother.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Oh!
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark
No,
tunnels?
vado a leggere.
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Au. E andiamo, dai.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
Fogne dell'argine. Posso... Ma il sangue va da quell'altra parte. Ma che diavolo? Era un top. Wow. Apri la porta. Errore.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick.
Possiamo fare il
Doctor,
check-up?
help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you.
Cosa fa sapere di Doris?
My poor baby.
Ah,
I've been
giusto.
such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Che schifo.
Help me.
35. Ah,
Liars, liars, all of them.
è pronto. Perché non me lo sono immaginato? Wow!
This anger I feel, is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely,
Resisti al
how
danno.
irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Ah, adesso sei tangibile. È tosta, è tosta. È molto tosta. Non si riesce a vedere granché. Ah!
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Cosa? Dannazione. È tosta, non è così. Allontanarmi. Non guardare, bastardo.
Such innocence, such guilt.
No, fanculo. Devo gattare là? Devo gattare. Sei debole ma non così tanto, no? dovrai curarti. Perché questi doppi copen? No, no. Ah, sono tanti, sono troppi, sono troppi. Non così però. No, non lo subisci dal fuoco, Ah, fanculo.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
No, via di qua, via di qua, via di qua.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Wow.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the others.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's all over now. The epidemic has been stopped.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize. Really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
Madonna!
200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Mi sento desiderato, un po' dappertutto. Dove vado? Dove vado mi sento desiderato.
London has been cleansed.
Oh.
This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Non mi date... cioè, non fatelo finire come... oh, mo facciamo il sequel che ti spacco il culo. È game. Questo 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 è game. Perché quella macchina a me piaceva? L'abbiamo rubata. Io lo dicevo che era bellissima sta macchina. Si vedeva già dalla cura dei dettagli. E c'è già un alone strano.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbur's domain.
È il dipinto.
Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps?
È il dipinto, chiaro.
I'd better hurry.
Vabbè, ma non è che... portatore sano. L'ultimo capitolo. Capitolo 7. Andiamo. Oh no, mi faranno scegliere. Io lo so, mi faranno scegliere.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
Oh.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her.
No, modestamente siamo
You
in
have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but
Tu è un
you are
concetto
not
molto
born
più
from
relativo,
a
mi
terrible
sembra.
womb like me. You are but a distant child.
Quindi lui è figlio proprio.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Quindi...
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
It is unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sea.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped their two great hunts. Remember that you too are now on their dark list.
E vai.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
No,
And
no,
you?
no.
Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them
Io non lo farei andare via.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Che stronzo. Però è legittimo.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is
Ma
his
tutte
blood
domande
so
importanti.
strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now too?
Have I not already answered that question?
Non provare a fermare il dialogo qui Ti odio con profondo del mio cuore.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
Davvero?
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
Ah.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else?
Domanda un po' legittima.
Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes? Davvero? Lo metti così? Ma ti amo. Così.
One of those you named is your immortal brother.
Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes, Guy Fawkes, Guy Fawkes, Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes. Sì, è palesemente Guy Fawkes, sì, è Guy Fawkes.
So that is all we are to you.
Bellissimo sto dialogo, io sulla pelle d'oca, veramente bello.
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
No.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my
Ti
child.
odio, mi sta dicendo che devo uccidere Elizabeth per fermare l'epidemia. Perché finché Elizabeth rimarrà in vita...
It's locked. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Questa qui è la prima volta che siamo in un periodo, cioè in un momento diurno. E non possiamo utilizzare le armi. Quindi siamo costretti a... Questo sole mi disturba. Perché questo... Mary Engwood, nata Whitcrade. Robin Engwood. E chi sono? Posso aprirlo? No. Non dirmi che sono i figli. Chi è che sono i figli? Ottimo.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere.
Può essere comunque che siano i figli. Un bel pianoforte. Contessa Alexandra Somerset. Decapitare il re, Luigi XIV. Elizabeth Blackwood. Quindi ha cambiato anche i nomi. Castello di Ashbury. Lo signor McAllister.
Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside.
Ah? Sono io.
Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. This castle is falling apart.
Non mi interessa se lei è la portatrice sana. Voglio stare con
That
lei.
sweet fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Che musica, signori.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
Un'altra lettera. 1909, quindi 10 anni fa circa. Edgar Edwards Vansea. Ecco, quindi si sono incontrati. Oh.
This painting looks suspicious.
Spada.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Quella è la regina. Forte. Ah, ho capito dove siamo usciti. Lei sapeva, lei ha visto il 1666. Sì, esatto. Una luna e una spada. No.
One last switch and...
Luna e spada.
Voila.
Uè. 1217. Ah. Quindi nel 66 William è stato corrotto. Io sto leggendo, Oh, sono andato addosso, non so che ho sbagliato. Oh. Affronteremo William? Probabilmente affronteremo William perché alla fine William aveva una storia con Lady Elizabeth, con Lady Asbury. Ma dal 1300-1400 sono 4 secoli di vita. Quindi qui ci dovrebbe essere
Drop your
William.
sword, father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life.
Io ho letto dal tomo.
Much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
The city has suffered, but it will prevail in the end.
A more cynical analysis would be that this is an acceptable catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this.
Non è stato
Through the
sbagliato.
use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
No redemption, then?
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse, forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Bellissimo, eh. Cioè, io veramente sono invisibile in questo momento.
Yes?
So, William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
Storia meravigliosa.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
I found your research on the antidote. The Tears of the Angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
No.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul.
Quindi allora lì c'è tanta robetta intrigante.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen? What of her?
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet
Oh.
Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you remember Murden, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Murden, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path.
Sì,
The
esattamente.
blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time.
Abbiamo letto William
Those
Thorne.
were good years.
When was that?
It was so
1200.
long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again. Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
Oh.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
No, no.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it.
No, no.
The flames will purify the poison that runs in my
No.
veins.
I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Murden, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan.
No, no,
I
no.
won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? Have you not betrayed me?
I had choices to make.
I forgive you, and that is my choice.
Elizabeth, I love you.
Then let me go now.
Wait! No!
Cioè, allora io cosa devo
One
dire?
prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, but the cost was dire. Blood and tears, both parched by cleansing flames. You've lost your way, my champion bittersweet. I am moved to pity as I feel your rampant rage void of purpose or meaning. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Sete di sangue, trofeo ottenuto. Che allora ragazzi, che cazzo di capolavoro è sto gioco. Qualcosa di cui sono veramente tanto contento per una volta. Portatore sano. Se dovessi continuare, vediamo un po', facciamo l'endgame, no? Eh no. Eh no. Ci riporta qua. Nessun New Game Plus a quanto pare. Lasciamo un attimo una schermata PlayStation per andare a leggere il nome del trofeo, cioè scusami, la descrizione del trofeo. Vediamo un po'. Completa il gioco. Proviamo, per curiosità, a creare un nuovo salvataggio. Beh, praticamente dovremmo rifarci il gioco in modalità normale. Avremmo dovuto iniziare a giocare a difficoltà storia, in quanto sia abbastanza triste. E quindi niente, signori. Finisce così. E possiamo dire che ci siamo portati una grandissima storia dietro. Avevo coronata. È stato un gioco a dir poco spettacolare, lo rigiocherò anche. Quindi, signori, ci rivediamo alla prossima con un nuovo gioco. Non è vero, è sempre Kingdom Hearts, però dobbiamo continuarlo. Ci vediamo.